Okay, so when you decide to get serious about fitness, your mind immediately goes to a few places.
Yep, the big two.
The big two, your workout schedule, your lifting program.
And your diet, planning your macros, your protein intake.
Exactly. Those always get the spotlight. But today we're doing a deep dive on what I think is the crucial third pillar, the one that gets overlooked all the time, hydration.
It really is the invisible necessity, isn't it?
Yeah.
Water is, it's just treated like an afterthought. You grab some when you feel thirsty, and that's kind of it.
Right.
But our source material today makes it incredibly clear. If you really want to optimize to get the most out of your training, hydration isn't just a passive thing. It's an active, a mechanistic tool you can use.
That's a great way to put it. And our mission for you today is to get past all that generic advice. We want to deliver the real science-backed knowledge on why proper hydration is basically a shortcut to better workouts, fewer injuries, and much faster recovery.
We're going way beyond just drink more water. We're getting into the why.
Yes, the functional necessity of it. So where do we start?
Well, let's start at the absolute foundation. We are, quite literally, made of water.
And the numbers on this are just staggering. About 60% of the human body is water. I mean, that's not a small detail. That's the entire environment where everything happens.
It dictates everything. And what's really fascinating is the immediate dependence. Every single one of your cells, and for our purposes, every single one of your muscles, it relies on water just to hold its shape and to function.
And the moment you start a workout, you're upsetting that balance.
Instantly. You start losing fluid, mostly through sweat, that's the obvious one. But also, just from breathing harder, you're losing a significant amount that way too.
So right away, you're in a deficit, which I guess is why people reach for a sports drink. But the sources suggest it's a bit more complex than just pouring liquid back in, especially when it comes to electrolytes.
Oh, it's so much more complex. Rehydrating isn't just about volume. It's about restoring a very delicate chemical balance. And our sources, they really hone in on two key players here: sodium and potassium.
Sodium gets a bad rap sometimes.
It does.
Yeah.
But it is absolutely critical for holding on to fluid and for nerve signaling. It's basically what tells your muscles when to fire.
And potassium.
Potassium is essential for the muscle contraction itself, for that cellular balance.
So let me get this straight. If I have a really tough workout, sweat a ton, and I only drink plain water afterwards, am I actually making things worse?
You could be. You're essentially diluting what's left. If those electrolyte levels get thrown off, your neuromuscular excitability takes a hit.
And
that's the mechanism.
Yeah.
That's how a signal from your brain turns into a muscle actually moving. If that signal is weak, your performance just tanks. The whole system just starts to sputter.
Wow. That perfectly sets up where we're going next then, shifting from hydration as just maintenance to seeing it as, well, pure fuel for your performance.
Right. Let's talk about the engine room, the cardiovascular system.
Oh.
This is where you see the gains right away. Think about your heart. If you're properly hydrated, your blood plasma volume is good, which means your blood is less viscous. Exactly. It's thinner. It's easier to move.
So what does that mean for the heart itself?
It means reduced strain, just a much easier job. The heart doesn't have to pump as hard or as fast to move that blood around your body. It's just more efficient.
And that easier pumping means better performance.
Absolutely. That's the direct result. You get this smooth, efficient delivery of oxygen and nutrients straight to your muscles.
The fuel they actually need.
The fuel they need, delivered on time.
Yeah.
It's what helps you power through a workout without
hitting the wall.
Exactly, without hitting that wall. And the science here is really specific. A fluid loss of just 2% of your body weight, which isn't very much.
No.
That can cause a 10 to 20% drop in your performance.
A 20% drop is massive. That's an entire workout ruined. It's like this invisible tax you're paying for being just a little bit dehydrated.
It is a totally unseen tax. And it works both ways. Good hydration delivers the fuel, but it helps clear out the waste.
Like lactic acid.
Like lactic acid, yeah. If you're dehydrated, that process slows way down. You get that burn, that fatigue much faster. It basically just puts a ceiling on your endurance.
So it's input and output. It delivers what you need and clears out what you don't.
And that translates directly into what you can physically do. Your muscles are way less likely to cramp up. They don't get tired as quickly.
So you can just go longer and harder.
Longer and harder, yes. And here's the really key part for preventing injuries. Staying hydrated helps you maintain your strength through the whole session. When you get fatigued, what's the first thing to go?
Your form.
Your form. It gets sloppy. And that's when you get hurt. So this isn't just about performance, it's about safety.
Which connects everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered muscles and the heart pretty well, but this is where, for me, it gets really interesting. The sources say the benefits go way beyond that.
Right. To the supporting structures and your brain.
Let's start with the joints. How does water help there?
So this brings us to the machinery holding it all together. Water is, it's basically the cushion for your joints. It's a key component of what's called synovial fluid.
And that is?
It's this slick, kind of egg white-like liquid that lubricates the cartilage between your bones.
So it's like internal WD-40, it stops friction.
That's a great way to put it, yeah. And when you're dehydrated, that fluid gets thicker, it doesn't work as well, properly lubricated joints are more flexible, and they're way less prone to injury. It's critical if you're doing anything high impact.
And then the mental side. We all know that foggy feeling when you haven't had enough water, but what's actually happening in the brain?
Well, the brain is incredibly sensitive to fluid changes. Even just mild dehydration can actually slow down neurotransmission.
So how fast signals are moving?
How fast signals are moving through your neurons, yes.
Yeah.
So when you're hydrated, your focus, your decision-making, your reaction time, it all gets better.
Which is so important for coordination, for safety, if you're doing a complex lift or something.
Absolutely. Think about it. If your brain is sluggish, you're going to be slower to correct your form if you start to wobble or to react if a weight shifts. Good hydration gives you that physical cushion for the joints and the mental sharpness to move correctly.
It's a powerful argument.
Yeah.
And that effort, that consistency, it doesn't just stop when the workout is over.
No, it doesn't.
Which brings us to what feels like a recovery shortcut. For anyone trying to maximize their gains and minimize their downtime, this part is huge. We always talk about protein after a workout, but maybe water is the first thing we should be thinking about.
It is absolutely non-negotiable for a fast recovery. When you rehydrate after exercise, you're doing two critical things at once.
Okay.
First, you're replacing those electrolytes we talked about, the sodium, the potassium. You're immediately resetting that chemical environment back to where it should be.
So stabilizing the whole system again.
Right. And second, and this is so important, water helps reduce inflammation and it aids cellular repair. By flushing the system, you speed up the process of fixing those little micro tears in the muscle.
And the result for you, the person feeling it?
The result is you are significantly less sore. It's a direct, tangible outcome. And when you can bounce back faster, you can train more consistently. And we all know consistency is the secret to long-term progress.
That's what everyone is chasing. Okay, this is great. Let's move on to the actual tips, how to put this into practice. The sources give some really clear, simple methods.
Yeah, these are very practical. There's no guesswork here.
Tip number 1 is the foundation. Timing is everything. It says to drink water all day, and this is the key part. Do not wait until you're thirsty.
Yes. Thirst is a lagging indicator. It's an alarm bell from your body telling you that dehydration has already begun.
You're already behind.
You are already behind, and you're probably already feeling those performance hits we talked about. Sipping water consistently all day, especially a few hours before a workout, just keeps that 60% foundation stable. It primes the engine.
I love that. And tip number 2 is maybe the easiest diagnostic tool anyone has. You check your urine color.
It's a fantastic and, very practical method. No special equipment needed.
So what's the goal?
The goal is light yellow, kind of the color of straw. If it's dark, you are dehydrated and you need to drink water immediately. It's a direct feedback loop from your own body. You can't argue with it.
It's undeniable. Okay, and finally, let's bring it all together into a cycle around the workout itself. How should we be thinking about it?
You have to think of it in 3 phases: before, during, and after.
Okay.
Before your workout, you're priming the engine, like we said, stabilizing everything. During the workout, your focus is on maintenance, replacing what you're losing through sweat. This is really critical for long workouts or intense cardio.
And then after is all about recovery.
After is all about recovery. You're replenishing the system, you're replacing those electrolytes, and you're kicking off that process of clearing out waste to reduce soreness and repair the muscle. It's a simple cycle, but if you follow it, you get all the benefits we've been talking about.
This deep dive has, I think, really changed how I view water. It's not just this passive, basic thing. It's a really sophisticated performance tool.
It really is. I mean, to sum it all up, once you understand its role in electrolyte balance, how it affects your heart, how it protects your joints, and its direct link to your mental focus, it becomes clear Staying hydrated isn't just good for you.
No.
It is absolutely essential for performance, it's crucial for preventing injuries, and it's vital for a fast recovery. It has to be a top priority.
It's the hidden controller for the rest of the machine.
It really is. And that leads to a final thought I'd like to leave you with, a little experiment. Given how clear that indicator of urine color is, that simple goal of light yellow, what assumptions about your own fatigue or your muscle soreness or even your performance ceiling? What might change if you diligently tracked and optimized your hydration for just 1 week? It's a simple test, but the results could show you what the biggest bottleneck in your training has been all along.
That's a great challenge, a fantastic way to put this all into practice immediately. We've covered the mechanics, the performance, the protection, and the recovery. Now it's time to actually do it.
Absolutely.
As our source material concluded, let's roar! Thank you for joining us for this deep dive.